guys, it's Auntie Belle with my fairy treasures. Okay, you guys, it's been a little while since I've done a mixed media piece. I've been doing other things. Anyway, oh, I did an abandoned places thing, abandoned places page. Okay, so what we're going to do is, let me turn this around. This is what we're going to do in this video. We're going to do, I'm going to show you how I did this background. It's a pretty cool background because the background has roses with coming out of these two broken fences. That's what I wanted it to look like. And then a really just totally shabby background, which I think turned out really cool. And what I love is, this is a sticker. Let me show you the Dollar Tree sticker. I've been using these Dollar Tree stickers lately. I love them. And I love showing you guys how I'm using them. So you can buy these Dollar Tree. They're not sticker, well, they're wall decals, I should say. Just a second. I'm trying to find the, I thought I had two of them. Maybe I only bought one. You guys know me. I usually buy 2 or 3 of everything. So just a second. Yeah, here it is. So this is the wall decal that I got from Dollar Tree. It says, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Isn't that just fabulous? Love it. And what I love about this wall decal, when you take it off, it comes out clear. So you'll see the background. So that's why you're seeing the background on here. So that's a fabulous decal for a for such a great statement saying. So let me just bring my book up a little bit, and you guys can see it. See how cool that looks? Okay, so what I'm going to do though is we're going to do the background. So I'll show you how I created this background. So on this, but we'll do it on this page. And for this other page, guess what sticker, what wall decal I'm going to use after we put the background on. You guys look, I'm going to use this one on this other page for the focal point. You guys, I love this. The unicorn. Yes, please. Oh, just love it. And I'll probably just like this half of the unicorn will go right, probably like right there. There's another half of the unicorn here on the other side, but it won't fit on there. So we'll think of something else to use that for. But that's how that's going to go. Okay. But the first thing we have to do is we have to do the background. So we will start with that. And I'm just looking to see if I have 2 of those unicorns. I sure wish I did. I think I only bought 1 of the unicorns. I sure did. Anyway. Okay, so let me turn my book around and we'll get started. Let's see if we need to come up just a, oh, jeez. Sorry. Let me make sure everything is tight. Because I had things loose at one time in that one video, and my thing was just falling. Okay. Let's come up just a little bit. Sorry guys, just trying to get everything in frame here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, here we go. So, the first step, like always, oh, I want to say, I was watching Lori Maureen Jenkins, and she does these altered books. And what she did that I absolutely love, she did, there's different ways you can layer things. And the big thing is, like, as soon as you see yourself getting in a rut of how you're layering your layers, maybe change your process. Maybe put glue down, put paint down, and then put collage bits. Or put collage bits down and then put paint over it. Just always changing it up. And then, you know, I do change up my layers a lot, but she just showed me another layering process, and I'm going to show you guys that today. So, and I even changed up her layering process that I saw from her. So it's not completely the same, but I got some ideas from her. Okay. And there's going to be quite a few layers to create this. But we're going to start out, as we always do, with collage bits. So, let me start out with some collage bits. Okay, there we go. How to get that open. I'm just looking for, okay. Anyway, let's just start. So how this layering process is going to go is we'll put the collage bits on, And then, you know how I normally, oh, I gotta put some wax paper down. You know how I normally, put the gesso over it? That's what I'm talking about, normally. I need to stop having a norm. Make it different all the time. I mean, you can repeat it, of course, but, you know, change it up. But normally, a lot of times, I've been kind of stuck. Instead of putting paint on top of these collage bits, I'd put gesso. And then I put paint on top of that. Well, I'm not going to put gesso on top of this. I'm going to put paint right on top of this. Okay? So, there's my change. I need to put some wax paper underneath here. Just a second. Oh, and then I glued 2 pages together to prepare this page. Okay? Depending on your book, you may need to do 3 or 4 pages. It depends on your book. But this book is pretty thick, so I only do, most of the time, only do 2 pages. And you guys, I'm going to use my sander today. Yay! My electric sander. I love that darn thing. Now, when it comes to the sanding part, when I sand this, you do not have to have an electric sander. You can, you do not have to have an electric sander. You can just use a piece of sandpaper, or even better yet, a sand block. Will probably be better, more effective. But if all you have is a piece of sandpaper, use that. But if you have an electric sander, you guys, it is so fun to use that in your art. I love it. I have a whole nother project, and it's even labeled at the top, mixed media with an electric sander. So check that video out. It's only a couple videos below this one. So I think you'll like it. It's fun. Something different. We all love something different. And you want to talk about layers. On that, I put a lot of layers. Because what you're doing is you're taking your electric sander or your palm sander and you're sanding through the layers and getting a really cool effect. Oh, I wanted to say something about this. Okay. I make my own homemade Mod Podge, matte Mod Podge. Okay, and I did not create this. One of my subbies told me about it, and darn it, I forgot who told me. Put it down below. I do this every time, and it's not you, it's me. My memory is horrendous, so it's not you, girl, it is me. So don't get upset, because I can't remember your name. Like I said, it's not you, it's me. Me and names are horrendous. Anyway. What I wanted to say is, I was wondering if this would, because it dries matte, because of how you make it, and I'll tell you how to make it in a second, if you could replace this for your matte medium. And what that means is, with your matte medium, it's so nice and matte that you go over it, you can either, it leaves a nice matte surface, so that you could put paint over it, okay? And it's a nice surface for acrylic paints. Also, if you use your acrylic paints over it and you want to wipe it off, it makes it a wipeable surface. And you guys, I tested it in my Band in Places books that I do, and it acts like a matte medium. Okay, so what I do to make this is I just get some Elmer's glue, fill this up in this tub that I have. Then I take some of this clear acrylic matte coating. You can buy, it doesn't have to be Treehouse. I get this at Hobby Lobby with a coupon. It can be any clear acrylic matte coating. You want it to be matte. Do maybe 6 squirts, 7 squirts in a container about that size. Stir it up. You got a, you now have matte medium, and you have a matte gesso. So now you have a matte medium / matte gesso. Isn't that fabulous? And the cost is like nothing. A big thing of Elmer's glue, like a gallon of Elmer's glue, will cost you probably like $10. Especially if you use a coupon like at Joann's or Michael's. It'll cost you $10 for the matte medium. or excuse me, for the Elmer's glue. And then for that clear acrylic with a coupon at Hobby Lobby, I only spent like $3. Okay, a gallon of Elmer's glue. I mean, how many times am I going to fill this up? A million times. Because that matte medium, I got tired of paying for that. That matte medium is expensive. And decoupage, matte decoupage, it can be very expensive too. So to be able to make your own, so girl, whoever, I can imagine who I'm talking about right now because I talk to her all the time on YouTube. And if I can remember to look up her name, I'll look it up and put her name below. The girl, my subscriber who told me how to do this. And girl, thank you, because you are saving me so much money. And because you told me that and I'm sharing with other people, you're saving a lot of other people money too. If you're watching my video, just comment below, go girl, that was me. Okay, here's a little receipt. I love throwing receipts down. Yeah, my shopping receipt. Cool, huh? Okay, so we're just putting our first layer of collage bits down. Collage bits. And I always tell you guys every video, I love laying down collage bits. I just think it's like, it's my therapy. It's so relaxing. There's no thought process about it. You're just laying the pieces down and throwing your homemade podgy or your homemade, what is this called? Matte medium. Love it. Love it. I just think it's so fun. I love it. It's a little piece of map here. And do I have a little book page? I just want to throw a little book page. There we go. Right there. Okay. Let me put this down. Put my lid on my podge or my matte medium here. Okay. Now, a lot of times I use gesso at this point, and then we'll put paint on top of that after the gesso dries. But instead of that, we're going to do something different. Okay. We're going to put paint on at this point, even with it wet like this. Yes, people, we're going to put paint on top of this. So I'm going to take, okay, what I like to do is I like to look at the colors that my focal point has in it. So we have purple, we have pinks, hot pink, different shades of purple, light pink. Okay, so see all the beautiful colors? Now that's how I know what colors I'm going to use here in the background. Okay, I'm going to use this purple. I'm going to use, I love this color here. It's by Americana. It's called Purple Pizzazz. It's so beautiful. I'm going to use that. Some of that. I have a new one of these. I should get it out because that one's almost gone. I'll have to look for that. Anyway, and we'll use some of this fuchsia. Craft Mart is from Michael's. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Apple Barrel. Is this the one they sell at for 50 cents? Yeah, at Walmart. So. But when Michael's has their sale, they'll have them $3 or $4 for $1. Is that what they have them for? Yeah, because they have $3 for $1. That's when you need to like totally stock on your acrylic paints when you see that sale. And then you can go 3 deep, like you get 3 different shades of pink. You can buy yourself 3 different shades of purple. Okay, like that. That's how I would buy them if I caught that clearance. Okay. At this point, I have so much acrylic paint, I wouldn't buy anymore, and just the colors I needed. But if you need to get a nice stock of acrylic paints, that's a good time to do it. Also, just all the time Walmart has them for 50 cents. So that's a great price too, if you can't get them on sale at Joann's. Or Michael's, sorry. Alright, so I'm just painting this color right over this wet Collage / matte medium. Right. I'm just going to do this whole rest of this way. Now, when this dries, I love how this dries. It'll dry crackled with this acrylic paint on top of it. Oh, and the other thing I did was I did take my acrylic and added a little water to it so I can make it kind of translucent, because I like to see the layers below, okay? So that's why I do that. If you don't want to see the layers below, or you want to bring the layers up in the sanding process, then do that. You don't have to do it. You can make it more solid if you want. That's just what I like to do. Isn't this so cool? I love it. It has a fin. It has a mermaid fin on it, and it came with some other ones. Like here's her other one, our pointed one. These were all larger brushes with the mermaid fin, and then one more, a slanted type of brush. See, with mermaid fins. Aren't they so cute? I love them, and I haven't been using them, so I was like, you know what? You need to bust out those brushes and use those. So I definitely will be using this with my acrylic paints, but not my glue, because I don't want it to get it weird, because it's a nice brush. And I'm trying to think how much these brushes cost me. I probably used a 40 or 50% off, so they probably came out to about maybe 12 bucks. Probably 24, 25. Her stuff isn't cheap, you guys, so either wait till it's 30% off, or you can have a coupon for 40% off, or when it's 30% off, when it's on sale for 30% off and you get a 20% off total purchase, that's really the time to buy her stuff. But I love Jane Davenport's everything. We're going to use another product of Jane Davenport's later on in the video. Okay, so this is part one. We're going to stop here because this has to dry. And so, and do its crackle thing. So I'll put this outside, let it dry. I'll probably pick this up again tomorrow, if not later on tonight, but probably tomorrow, and we'll finish it up. Remember, the focal point, after we get done with this whole background, is going to be this beautiful unicorn from Dollar Tree. I just love it. Make sure you guys are seeing it. Ah! God, it's going to be so pretty. And what makes it pretty, it's not what I'm doing. Look at these focal points. This is what makes it beautiful. Love it. Okay, you guys, that is it. Make sure you go to part 2 so we can go on to the next steps after all this dries. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you give this video a thumbs up, that'd be great. Any comments or questions, leave below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And I will talk to you guys in part 2. All right. Bye.